So welcome to the third part of the Tata Harrier Facelift review, and in this one we are going to drive the Harrier Facelift and tell you how it's to drive, the ride quality, the steering and the overall performance of this SUV. So the Tata Harrier continues to be a diesel only SUV, and it is powered by the same 2-liter diesel engine that produces 168 bhp and 350 Newton meters of peak torque. The transmission duties, they are handled by a 6-speed manual and a 6-speed torque converter automatic gearbox. What we have today is the 6-speed manual gearbox. Another notable inclusion with this new Harrier are 3 drive modes and 2 terrain modes. The 3 drive modes include economical, sport and normal, which is the city mode, and the 2 terrain modes are rough and mud. The terrain modes are handled by this small gear knob which is placed next to the gear lever. Now straight off the bat, the performance of this 2-liter diesel engine is very impressive. There's ample of torque and the gearbox, although it's not very smooth, but it does the job. So we begin with the economy drive mode. The economy drive mode, as the name suggests, is best for city traffic when you are in bumper to bumper traffic or when you're running low on fuel. The second drive mode we are going to switch now is the city drive mode. So in this drive mode, the throttle responses, they are slightly sharper, and we would actually recommend driving this mode throughout the daily city drive, the office commutes and all the possible ways. Third one is the sport drive mode.
Sport drive mode activated.
Now although this is a diesel, we really like how the throttle responses are sharp, the steering is slightly heavy, and it really goes well with the overall character of the car. Now coming to the ride quality of the new Tata Harrier, and as it is with all the Tata cars, the ride quality is just spot on. It's perfect for Indian road conditions. It may feel slightly stiff when you're slow speeds or you're doing city roundabouts. It's pliant and it takes over all the bumps and all the rough roads with ease. Now when you're driving the new Tata Harrier, you sit high above and have a very commanding driving position. In fact, you can see the edge of the bonnet. The outward visibility is really good. However, we would have preferred a slightly bigger rear windscreen, which limits our visibility to the rear. Now, the steering on the new Harrier is electrically operated, and that has a major improvement. It is lighter than the previous generation Harrier and evidently weighs up as you switch it between the different drive modes. Another noticeable difference in the Harrier are the improved NVH levels. Tata says that they have added insulation and dampening, and that clearly reflects in the quiet cabin experience when on the move. There is almost no road or tire noise, and we really like the satisfying sound while closing the doors. These were our first driving impressions of the Harrier Facelift. We will soon be testing the real-world mileage of the new Harrier to tell you if the claimed 16.8 kmpl mileage of this SUV is something which will translate to the real-world condition. So that is the new Harrier Facelift. It looks modern, is filled with features to the brim, and is all set to take on its 5-seat SUV rivals.